Guys, as you can see, as he just brought our attention to this, I will not need to see anything. I will just mask this thing out, and you just look at it yourself and see the madness Konami. See, when people like Percep say things like, "Oh, Konami comes, they nerf this skill just so they can sell all this skill," and people think it's just him talking and complaining, and maybe it's just conspiracy theory or whatever. No, no problem. Let's not talk. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this travesty. How can you bring me an old player that has less passing skills than an orchestrator, and is supposedly is supposed to be a better attacker? Don't miss it. Miss what? What player? It's about the way they play week, right? It's player of the week and all of that. But bro, are you trying to tell me? Are you trying to tell me that player of the season? It's not even POTW. Funny enough, it's player of the season against player of the week. Are you trying to tell me that this particular week Bruno Fernandez did this? It was way better than the entirety of what Bruno Fernandez did this last season. That is regarded as one of his best season ever. I think people even say, I'm not really a Man U fan, but I think Man U fans can concur that that's the best season he has had at Man U, even though Man U had their worst season. Are you trying to tell me that throughout the entirety of the season, he didn't do as much as he did in this particular week? Is that what you're saying? Look at all these stats. How a player go useless like this compared to what's it called, to a defensive player? Like, how would an O player be useless in the attack and in the defense? Like, we can understand if you are useless in the defense, but how can you be so useless in the attack more than an orchestrator? Like, the orchestrator is not actually useless in the attack. Look at this. Look at this thing. Is this not theft? Is this not thuggery from Konami? How can an orchestrator DMF card performance for just one week be better than the performance of an O player card for the entirety of the season? If it is not theft, this is how they nerf things like, okay, Drogba kind of heading that by default comes with his attributes because this is Drogba. They nerf it and then they sell us bullets at that. See, most times I do not even have the strength for arguments when Percep is saying this thing on the stream, and then there are some randoms in the chat saying things like, "No, you complain too much, you do this too much before because you paid money for it." Does Whether you pay money or not, this thing does not make sense. It does not make any single sense. Look at this now. How O player go get less passing than 1 week orchestrator? Okay, let's say orchestrators are known for really spreading the ball. Okay, what the O player they do? No, Flick, you are quite a pro player. At least you are top 100 now. Tell me, O player no suppose get good passing. If you say he no suppose get good passing, okay, no problem. I go agree. Since you are saying maybe we just did this O player no suppose get good passing. He no suppose get better passing. Will it not be annoying and seemingly stupid to you when you notice that this orchestrator, a DMF, has less defensive capabilities than this AMF? So why is the DMF having better attacking awareness than the AMF? And the DMF is just for 1 week. Oh, why is this guy that literally at some point carried them throughout the entirety of his season as a player of the season card that has less offensive awareness? See, when I tell you that sometimes when Konami wants to build this card, the people they send to do it, they give them some weight first. They tell them, you have like about 5 ounces of weed. That's your target. That you have to sniff. You have to inhale it before you step on the project of building this card. I'm not even capping. I believe it. I believe they actually give them some weed to actually, I don't know, smoke, chew, pour in their stew or something. But you have to take these ounces of weed before building this card for us. Because there's no way someone in their right mind will build this anyone in their right mind would approve it, and someone in their right mind will post this for the player base to actually buy. This is not a free card, though, by the way. This thing costs 100 coins. This thing is literally $1. You know what $1 is in Nigeria? Yeah, I know some people have the money to spend and all of that, and really, I'm not against spending on the game. If I had the money in the world, I would have all the players in this game, right? Because I love it, right? But I like really seeing value to an extent for what I'm paying for. Why will I pay you 1,650 naira at least to buy a card that is worse than the one that is from 2023? Yazid, they laugh. You are part of the problem.